Hi guys, Metal Maniac back again, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the album "Rock You to Hell" by Grim Reaper. Yeah, this is their third album. I already reviewed their first album. But yeah, so I reviewed their first album called "See You in Hell," and this is their second album, their third album, "Rock You to Hell." This is released in was it 1987. This was their last album, technically speaking. Um, I think I did. I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned this in the review of "See You in Hell," but they did. The band kind of had a comeback, kind of, not really. The band still exists, uh, but it's called Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper. And it has none of the original members except for Steve Grimmett himself. And it sounds in their music and the way they sound nothing like the Grim Reaper of their first three albums. It's technically a completely different band, just with the same singer. But anyway, so yeah, this is their last album of what I would say would the classic era. Then there's the one album, like I said, it's the Steve Grim Reaper album. Um, but yeah, actually, this was not supposed to arrive until sometime in September, so it arrived early, and I'm very happy about that. Um, the band members, I think, did change. Like, I think one or two band members changed from the first album. Hold on. Oh no, it doesn't say on the back. I don't know, because on the back of See You to Hell, it did say the band members, but I guess I have to open this up to look. Um, Someone's using the back room. Anyway, um, no. I don't think it says. Um, Wait. No, I don't think it says. I'm looking here and I can't find um any mention of the lineup. Yeah. Anyway, hold on, let me take this out for a second. Actually, just set that over there for the rest. Yeah, it doesn't really say the lineup for some reason. But I know that the drummer was switched, and I believe the guitarist was switched. So I guess at this point, the only original member, again, kind of like Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper, the only original member is Steve Grimmett himself. I know maybe the guitarist wasn't replaced. No, I don't. Wait, no, maybe I don't know. I don't think the guitarist was replaced, but I know the drummer was replaced. But yeah, so lineup. I don't know the other two guys' names, but Steve Grimmett is the vocalist. Um, Now let's see. "Rock You to Hell," the title track, and it's a really good song. Is it better than the title track to their first album, "See You in Hell"? No. But it is still an amazing song. Like, it's still a really amazing song. Um, it just has that feel to it. Like, it has that feel where, it just hits you instantly with that riff. Just like with the other title track, "See You in Hell." It just hits you with a riff, and then Steve Grimmett's vocals. It's just a non-stop, classic heavy metal style song. But yeah, an amazing song. I think there's a music. I think there's a music video to it. Um, I'm pretty sure there are a few music videos. Um, this is one of them. Oh, and yeah, like the copy I have of See You in Hell. This is also a Japanese pressing. Anyway, um, track number two, Night of the Vampire, another amazing song. Definitely not too heavy on lyrics in terms of it's very lyric repetitive, but majority of like certain songs, like a lot of the songs are not all of them, but a bunch of them are. But it's still really really good. Gives you sort of it gives you a vibe of you're like back in like medieval times when like people still believed in like supernatural entities and stuff like that. Um, oh, the cover. I didn't realize this, but with the cover art, um, it actually has the Grim Reaper going after, trying to, I think he's trying to stake a vampire. That's cool. Anyway, I'll get more on the artwork later on, like after the main review. But anyway, so yeah, Night of the Vampire is awesome. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Um, for some reason, I'm stumbling with my words. Like it doesn't sound like it, but I can't come up with something to say about this particular song, even though I really enjoy it. Anyway, "Lust for Freedom" is an okay track. I do think it could have been better, but I don't know. It's just there are other songs on this album that I think sort of stunt it in terms of it being a great song. I think other songs sort of weigh it down a bit. I think it is sort of in between a bunch of other better songs, but it's still okay. I do enjoy it. Um, "When Heaven Comes Down" is a really good song. A little bit heavier than the other ones I just mentioned. Um, it feels like this should have been the closing track, but I mean, other than that, I mean, I love it, but the only problem I have with it is that I think this would have been better near the end or at the very end. Um, let's see. "Suck It and See" is track number 5, and this is one of the very few songs I don't like on the album. I think it's extremely weak, and it's just a song that I think they could have left off. But yeah, track number 6, "Rock Me Till I Die." It's a really good song. Um, I was kind of worried when listening to the previous track. I was kind of worried that the album was going to go downhill, but the song "Rock Me Till I Die" really redeemed the album at that point because I was like, oh no, is this going to go down south quickly? No, no, it picked back up again. Definitely another more aggressive song, kind of like "When Heaven Comes Down" and "Rock You to Hell." But I know it's really really good. Um, wish that You'll wish that you were never been born. This one is kind of like with the other one. Uh, not Rock Me Till I Die, but the other one before it just feels of a way lesser song. Like I mean it's okay, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like they could have done a little bit better on that one. Um, "Wasted Love." Okay, this one's a pretty good one. It's about someone wasting love, kind of like with the Iron Maiden song "Wasting Love." But although this one "Wasted Love" is 10 times better than that crappy song from the Iron Maiden album, "Fear of the Dark." But yeah, it's really good. Um, the end track, "I Want More." This one, I think, even though it sounds good as an end track, I would have preferred another song as the end track. like When Heaven Comes Down or Rock Me Till I Die. But it's still a good end track. I don't know. I would have personally preferred a different song. It's still really, really good. Definitely another really sort of slightly heavier song than some others. Um, but yeah, still really good. So oh yeah, the artwork. The artwork I think is really really cool. Although I do prefer the artwork from their first album a lot more. Although this one's still amazing. This one's a lot more comic book esque, like some other albums I've reviewed. Like their artwork's very comic book esque. This one really feels like the cover of like a maybe even Tales from the Crypt or something like that. But yeah, it's really really cool. Although I find it odd, I mean I like the design of this version of the Grim Reaper, but it's a little too exaggerated, in my opinion. Like these skulls, especially like his skull's a little too canine like. As you can see there, it's a little too canine like. I do prefer the design of the Grim Reaper from their first album, where he was like his face was his skull was a lot more was a lot more humanesque, and like like you could barely see most of it, like it was covered in shadows, and like you could only see like the white glowing orbs in his eye sockets. You could only see bits and pieces of his face because his rest of his face was covered by his hood, and then the shadows on top of that. But this one's okay. I just wish it wasn't too canine-like. I think that's pretty odd. But although I do prefer this scythe over the scythe he has on the first album. It's really cool. Like you can see, it's like has like jewels embedded in it and stuff, and it's like really exaggerated, like almost like the Grim Reaper on this version himself. I can't tell what that says. Like I don't know. There's some inscription on the blade of the scythe. That's really cool. And like I said before, you could see like the Grim Reaper's basically staking a vampire. The vampire kind of has like almost like a device on his head that's strapped to his mouth to make him not be able to bite people. Um, and then Grim Reaper up there, the logo. Then there's the back, the three band members, and then the tracks. And I also love how the tracks, like each letter of a title of a track is like in this sort of like stained glass kind of font. So I think that's pretty cool. So overall, a really really good album. Definitely a step up in production from their first album and even their second. Oh yeah, I have heard their second album. I just listened to it like okay. So last night I was like really bored, right? So I was like, I'm just gonna go on YouTube, do something. I was like, maybe I should listen to their second album. Um, and I did, and honestly, I'm not gonna get the second album. It sounds very boring, and the production is pretty bad. But but yeah, this is definitely a step up, and definitely a step up from their first album. Even though I do really like their first album. But and then yeah, this is an amazing album. I'm gonna give it. I would say it's slightly better than See You in Hell. I think I gave See You in Hell a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give this an 8.8 out of 10. It's awesome. Um, but yeah, so that's it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.